All right, guys, so in the last 4 videos, we started with this equation. We distributed, we combined like terms, we moved constants and variables to other sides, and then we solved for the variable by using, in this case, division. And in the end, we found that n equals 0, which is allowed, right? 0 is a value, so n can equal 0, okay? Now, we're going to check to make sure that that actually is true. So I'm going to rewrite this whole equation down here so that you can see it all nice and clean. Negative 10n plus 3 times 8 plus 8n, this was all in parentheses, equals negative 6 times n minus 4. Okay? But now, I've been told n equals 0, or at least that's what I think, because that's what I did, that's what I found when I did this problem, right? N equals 0. So, to check, I'm going to substitute 0 for any n that I see. Okay, because remember, n equals 0, which means I can replace n's with a 0. Okay, so this then becomes negative 10, remember this is times 0, plus 3, and then in parentheses, this would be 8 plus 8 times 0, equals negative 6 times 0 minus 4. Okay, so I just rewrote this exact same problem, but anywhere I saw an n, I put in zeros. Okay, so let's start simplifying. According to PEMDAS, the first thing we're going to do is any operations in parentheses, okay? Yes, this is technically in parentheses because that's how I'm showing that we're multiplying them, but there's nothing to do inside the parentheses, right? It's just a 0. So I'm going to leave this for now. So this is going to be negative 10 times 0 plus 3. Okay, here's my first set of parentheses. 8 plus 8 times 0. Well, what's 8 times 0? Anything times 0 is 0. So this is just 0. And I'm going to do 8 plus 0, which is just going to be 8. Okay, and then this equals, again, I didn't draw my equals over, but I should have. Keep your equals in line. Please, 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 please. It's so crucially important that your math is organized, just like writing. Okay, then again, negative 6, and then in the parentheses here, we have 0 minus 4, which would give us negative 4. Now that we've done our parentheses, there's no exponents, so we're going to skip that. Next thing we're going to do is any multiplication. Negative 10 times 0 is just 0, so I don't really have to write that down. Plus 3 times 8, which is 24. Okay. And then, again, my equals will move down my river. And then negative 6 times negative 4, again, remember, and we talked about this earlier, a negative times a negative is a positive. And if you need help with that, come see me during office hours. But 6 times 4 is 24. And since they're both negative, that's going to be a positive 24. And lo and behold, look at that. 24 does equal 24, which means we were correct. N equals 0, we have checked our answers, and we have solved a multi-step equation together. Woo! Okay, now keep in mind, guys, if you just look at this problem and try to jump to here, that's a lot of steps. There's a lot of thinking that happens between this. If you just try to go from here to here, you're going to get lost, you're going to get confused, you're going to probably cry, okay? And I don't want any crying in math. There's no crying in math, okay? So just take it step by step. First, think about the distributing. Then think about how to combine like terms. Then think about how to move constants and variables to opposite sides. Then you do the last step, which is either to multiply or divide. And then once you have an answer, just double check that it actually worked and that you didn't make any mistakes, because there are so many places for small mistakes to be made, and any small mistakes can completely throw off your answer. Okay, I hope this series of videos helped you. If you have any questions or would like to do any extra practice, please, please, please come see me during my office hours. I will see you guys later. Bye.